Hi guys, long time no see. So for those of you who don't know, I was hanging out in the Discord before this and I was like, I'm gonna be late for stream, aren't I? And everyone was like, yeah. So here I am, a little bit late for stream. But I had a good time with all of you, so, you know, it was worth it, wasn't it? It was worth it! And for those of you who have been here for the whole journey, if there are any such people, I have found the Goofus asset from 1,000 years ago so that I can properly play GeoGuessr and we can remember the old times, the good times. This is like really old community lore. I don't know if anyone does remember this other than Maple, obviously. Yo, I'm so glad you're here, Debunking. Yeah, Raxing, you remember. There was a time, once upon a time, before we even had code bugs. Thank you for the headpat, Spirito. When the community, we called it Goofus Nation as like a meme. I don't even know how to explain this. Yaroslav Tech, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the sub. Reptile, thank you so much. Time flies like this code bug. And Kyle says, thank you so much. Or Kylesis, I'm not sure. And SB Red Dragon, thank you so much. Hi. Okay, yeah, 1 billion years ago, we called it Goofus Nation. When this was all kind of more of a meme, when we were all just kind of more joking around about this stuff. Yeah, 1 billion years ago, because I would play GeoGuessr, and I was pretty bad at it. Joy Pop, thank you so much for the Prime sub, and Abs, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Oh my gosh. Sprig, hey! I would put this hat on my head whenever we were on the wrong continent. And sometimes we would have to stack them if I was wrong several times in a row. So I have brought back the hat because this is our first GeoGuessr stream in, I want to say 100 years. Bivalier, thank you so much. Thank you so much for 6 months, and it's a bull. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the sub. So, how's the mood? Neuro sang my song. Dude, you don't understand. We were in the Discord listening to that live, like... Excuse me? Neuroselma sang my song? But yeah, no, she did such a good job with it. Oh my gosh, she sounded beautiful. I believe she's sung like 4 of my songs now. That's crazy. Is it 4? I mean, not her specifically, but Neuro and Evil have sung, I think, together 4 of my songs now, which is, I'm honored. They always do such a beautiful job. I love how their voices sound. I feel, honestly, like the Evil version of, Don't Look Down is just, like, strictly better than my version. Like, it's so good. But Same Moon is my favorite song that I've released, and seeing Neuro sing it was really important to me. Yeah, anyway. So as you can see, I did a quick round just like clicking randomly so that I could make sure it wouldn't dox me at the end, and it didn't. This is in fact my little streaming account. Not the one that I used to stream with. I don't know what happened to that. Just need to get them to sing afar. I don't think that's gonna happen somehow. So yeah, not doxed. Okay. I'm gonna be way off because I haven't played in actually years. So this should be helpful. Guys, I know that you're gonna judge me and I'm gonna be way wrong. It's gonna be so... See, this is the thing, is when I used to play GeoGuessr a lot, the collab versus Doug AI, please, when? Yeah, clearly Paris. I had a lot of people in chat who were like really, really good at this game. So yeah, clearly Southeast Asia, right? Because there are people on motorcycles. This to me feels very Southeast Asia. This abbreviation is in English. So that's something. She appears to be covering her hair, so that's something. I kind of want to say like Indonesia somewhere, but I'm going to be wrong. A lot of people are saying Philippines. Okay, if enough people think it's Philippines, even though Jack, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Hi. Try moving the category. It will be easy to begin with. Wait, what do you mean try moving the... Is the category not GeoGuessr? Yeah, the category is GeoGuessr. What do you mean? So yeah, I was gonna say Indonesia. A lot of people are saying Philippines. I feel pretty confident that it's Indonesia, but also, I don't know, man. I'm not that smart. So like, if someone were like really dead set on like Ellie, 100%. This is. Yeah, it's not Kyoto. I don't know why anyone is saying that. It's obviously not Kyoto. But if people are like really, really dead set on Philippines, I will guess Philippines. But it feels pretty strongly Indonesia to me. No one is gonna think it's Kyoto. Is this like a meme? What are you guys doing? Yeah, we're going Indonesia. Oh, it's a Doug meme. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, thank you. Doug Neuro Club. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. So this is dumb, but I haven't watched that one. I kept saving it for a rainy day, and then at a certain point, it like stopped being suggested to me on YouTube, and then I just forgot that it even happened. But like, I had been specifically saving it, and then at some point, I just kind of, I don't know what happened. Well. Well, no one was right. It was Thailand. No one was right at all. Discord watch along. Yeah, that'd be fun. We should do that at some point. It was not Malaysia. Oh, no, it was. Okay, it was just barely. It was just barely Malaysia. I thought it was over the border. I was like, no one even guessed Thailand, and it was Thailand. How could it have been Thailand? Yeah, okay, no, so it was Malaysia. It was closer to Kyoto. I don't think it was closer to Kyoto than my guess, but it was closer to Kyoto. It was in the direction. It was in one of the directions. It was in the other direction. It wasn't really near. It wasn't really closer to Kyoto at all. Doug pulled his chat for locations and they said Kyoto every time. Amazing. Perfect. Okay. Not a good start, but you know, right continent, right region. So I'm not putting on the hat yet. No, sir. Scratch, thank you so much for the raid. Okay. I wish I knew more plates. What am I looking at? It doesn't look very American, but it must be. It must be American. That scared me. That is Pennsylvania. Okay, nice. Nice. Whoa. Were we thinking Western Penn? This has got to be Western Penn, right? This wouldn't be Eastern Pennsylvania. Maybe somewhere in the middle. I'm just gonna split the difference and say like Harrisburg area. It was Pittsburgh! Ah! Okay, well it's fine. I deserved it. Hello! Oh my gosh, welcome Raiders, hi! Okay, I would like to find the sun, please. If I cannot find the sun, I will settle for a shadow, which I also cannot find. Very cool. Okay, so dashed lines on the side of the road, EU-style signage, things are in French. I'm gonna guess France. That's gonna be my guess, is, France. What? Yes! Did I see how she dedicated the stream? Dude, I was so touched. Although she did say that the song that most embodied my essence was... I'm not even gonna say it, man. Southern France? That makes sense. Based on them trees. Based on this architecture right here, that would make sense to me that it would be Southern France. Fizz, thank you so much for 10 gifted. Oh my gosh. Southeastern France. See, you got things I wouldn't even think of. I mostly I can vaguely tell the difference between Northern France and Southern France. I can't get more specific than that. Dang, you were spot on. That's crazy. Okay, what we got here? Diane Buckschnees. God bless you. God bless you for something city council. I wish I could read this. It almost looks like Edmonds, but it's obviously US, right? This is very clearly classically US. We've got US signage, US road markings. We've got this thing in a place where it's clearly not needed. Washington State. Interesting. I could believe it. I don't really know much about what the West Coast looks like. There's nothing that screams West Coast to me here, right? It's clear that we're in the northern half of the country, right? Because we've got more evergreens than deciduous trees. It's not somewhere incredibly rich. Houses are built wide, not tall, which tends to be a south or west thing. There's a lot going on here. If hostas will grow anywhere in the US, yeah, there aren't a lot of like regional plants being planted. God, I wish I could see this. The sign gives Oregon? Does it? I feel like this is just what all signs look like. Speed limit 25, that tells us nothing. But you know what? The one time I went to the West Coast, I was astounded by the number of flowers that everyone had planted in their yards. And people have said West a number of times, so I'm gonna go with it, and I'm gonna say let's do Oregon. I'm gonna do Portland area just because it's the most populated. Oh, okay, it was Seattle. Whoever said Seattle, you win the prize. You're a more special boy than I am. Okie dokie, what is happening here? Guys, you know when you got the dirt bag? You know when you're reaching into the dirt bag for the dirt, and you've got the dirt bowl for the dirt from the dirt bag, and am I right, guys? That's relatable content to everyone, right? Traditionally. Okay. Let's look around. Let's get our bearings. Okay. Plate is blurred, but it is a big fat plate. That would be India, potentially. I saw some India guesses. Oh, this looks extremely India. Yeah. Okay. Yes, and we have language as well. Yeah. So we are in India. Problem is that India is big. Okay, on vibes alone, I'm just gonna go about here. It was Bangladesh! Hey, but I was at exactly the right latitude. For everyone staying southern, I got that latitude bang on, spot on. I was on with that latitude right there. I don't know anything about what Bangladesh looks like. I think I've been dropped there like twice. I'm not very good at this game. Woo! 16! Not good, but not awful. Latitudinous. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for noticing my latitude. Okay. Okay, we don't have a lot here, but we do have ladder poles, so that's something. Okay, let's see. License plates, long and skinny. I think France has ladder poles. Am I right about that? Let's just like get our bearings really quick. Yeah, sun is in the south. We are in the northern hemisphere. I could believe France for this, but it feels weird to me. It doesn't feel like a normal France. Romania pole? Oh my god. See, this is what I mean about people being just like so good at this game. Wait, yes, this does look like Cyrillic, doesn't it? I can't make it out like at all, but it does feel, it looks a little Cyrillic. So I don't know. I'd believe more Eastern Europe. Kazakhstan, lock it in. The problem is that that's just such a big bet, you know? Maybe Balkan? That seems... the problem is... Ooh. You think it's acrylic? Yeah, probably. Bulgaria? Okay. We're just gonna shop around a little bit, okay? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I've heard Romania. I almost want to bet on Romania because even if it is Bulgaria, right, Romania is a safer bet because then if it's Hungary, which it also might be. So I'm going to guess just like middle of Romania. Not too bad. Although I broke my own rule like an idiot, which is that if you don't know where you are in a country, if you have 0 guesses but you're guessing a country, guess the capital just because that's usually the most populated area. So I broke my own rule, and if we'd guessed in the Bucharest region, we would have been much better off. But that's fine. That's fine. Because we still did pretty okay there. Thank you guys for making me less stupid. Okay. Yo, this is kind of sick. I don't know what this place is, but it's kind of sick. Let's get our bearings. The trash basket things. Isn't that Argentina? I think. I want to say that that's an Argentina thing. I could be totally wrong. Okay. I'm just gonna guess near Buenos Aires. Okay. No! Okay. I'm being very brave about it, though. Let the record show. I'm being extremely brave about it. It was Mexico. I thought nowhere outside of South America had the trash baskets like that. Okay. Onwards and upwards. Next thing we get is a clown nose. Let's go. Well, we're not beating last time, are we? Oh, I love when it gets messed up like this. Bring up the shot color integrations again? I don't wanna. Surely the sun would have helped there. Yeah, I was just so confident, man. Parkyark and Bays-on-A's only. Parkyark and Bays-on-A's only. Park and arcing, area. I'm sorry, I don't even know who this content is for. I love when it gets messed up and it says funny things because the car was moving. Dyslexia simulator. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. Sunshine Youth Space, pretty clearly, pretty. Oh, Gasco's house. Hampshire Road, Churchill Ave. Feels pretty British, right? But I don't see any backplates. Wait, here's a backplate, and it's not. Am I stupid? Am I really stupid? Australia? Wait, okay, let's check oh yeah, no, the trees are super. I'm so dumb, you guys. Look at these trees. You think they got these in Europe? No, they don't. Listen, man, okay, let me explain the UK thing, right? We have English language, we had Churchill Road, we have long skinny license plates, the front of them look almost correct, and we got bricks, okay? I'm doing my best. They're driving on the left. Okay, man. Yeah, it's Australia. We don't have to keep spinning in circles. We could try and find some reference to where we are. Adelaide? What's making you say Adelaide? Listen, man, I spent a week in the UK and it was sunny and hot the whole time, so... Source, trust me? Yeah. No, I like to ask that question just because, like, I like to know. But yeah, they don't even have any roadside markings. I was just being dumb. But, yeah, if it doxes you, don't tell me why you think something, but I always like to ask when people have a guess that I'm not sure about, just because it's, convenient, it's good, it teaches you. Because we were the sunshine in Britain, yeah, maybe. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna select Adelaide because like I don't have a reason not to believe you. But I would love to know for the future what makes you say Adelaide. It was Melbourne. It was Melbourne. But still, listen, I still trust you. B. Okay. EU type sign. Sad looking. Oh, weird road markings. Eastern Europe. Russia? Russia? Yeah, Russia. Okay. The problem, as we've stated, is that Russia is big. So that's, it's really big. It doesn't look that sad. Okay, so when I say sad, I want to be very clear about what it means because we've had problems with this before, and I never want to make anyone feel bad. I think that everywhere is beautiful. How do I explain this? Everywhere in the world is beautiful but distinct. And just like the bugs are distinct, and just like the trees are distinct, the sadness is distinct. Maybe people will understand this. Maybe they won't. For me, I went all over the country, right? Because I guess not all over, but right, I grew up in the Midwest. I went to college in the East. And then I moved down to New York. And one of the things that always got me coming home is that the kind of sadness was different, right? Infrastructure gets neglected everywhere, especially in poor areas of everywhere, but it gets neglected in different ways. And the weather does different things to a place, right? So if you have a very snowy place, you're going to have like salt damage on roads. Whereas if you have a very sunny place, you're going to have like bleaching on plastic and on awnings outside of restaurants, you know? So there are different kinds of sadness in each place, right? So when I talk about, how the smell changes from place to place. When I talk about sad, right? I'm talking about the different kinds of sadness in different places. I feel like, and this is where I might make enemies, and I'm sorry, I feel like Eastern Europe, particularly Russia, it's not that it's sadder, it's just that it has a really distinct kind of sadness. Like, it looks sad in a way that no other place does, in a very different way from the way that everywhere else looks sad. Right? And so when I talk about a place looking sad, I'm not necessarily talking about the degree of sadness, but the kind of sadness. Yeah, and post-Soviet sadness is a really particular kind of sadness, and so it's really identifiable. I hope that makes sense. It's all very vibes-based. Whoa, Live in Roses, thank you so much for the sub, and Infinite Paradox, thank you so much for the sub. I'm sorry I missed that. Similar to Canada? Canada is cold and empty in a similar way, but it has a different kind of sadness. I actually feel like Canadian sadness and Midwest American sadness are very similar. Anyway, sorry. You study urban planning and that's just as vibes based. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, why did I think Russia? A very particular kind of sadness. The birch trees, as people mentioned, the striping on the side of the sidewalk, that's just like a thing that only happens like from here over on the world, and I don't really know why. Just from here over, they were like, we should put stripes there. So that's helpful. It's got very European looking signage. The weird kind of gabling on the roof. This is like scratched off and worn away in a very particular way. We have Cyrillic here. So those are the things that made me think Russia. Outside of that, I don't really know where we are. People were saying Eastern Russia, and I do agree because we're more likely to see the striping there, but I know less about Eastern Russia than I do about Western Russia. So I'm a little bit worried. Can I read the street? That's not really gonna help, right? Because, like, what am I gonna do with that? I don't know the random street names in Russia. Probably Belarus. Really? Around Moscow. West! You think this is west? Okay, okay. Then I trust you, because I honestly, I do not know a lot about Russia, as is clear. Okay, if people think that it's in the Moscow area, I'm gonna guess the Moscow area. Dang, that was the Moscow area! Whoa, this place is pretty. Oh my god. There's a Google office here? Chat, you wanna go on vacation? Chat, this is vacation. This is nice. Let's find the sun. She's gone. Got a bunch of big, tall, beach buildings. Peru, lock it in? Nah. Nah. Middle East, maybe? I don't know. I just don't know. It looks super weird. The camera quality is kind of weirdly poor. Is this man holding a fish? Okay, we are getting guesses all around the world for this one. I don't know what to do with that. Oh, was there a Chilean flag? Where? Hey! Okay, the signage is super weird, right? This is... Does that say, like, Iora Arabian British School? What? I don't know what to do with this. 100% England, easy. Mystic Fury! And Rogaine! Thank you so much! Thank you so much, both of you, for the subs! Kyoto at all costs. Feels Latin America? Yeah. Ugh. Listen, I hear you. I hear you, but like... Joire... I just want to see more language. I just really would love to be seeing more language. Can I move around at all? No. I play Frozen in place. So I can spin and I can zoom, but that's it. I have never been to Chile, obviously, and I have only a couple of times been dropped there, so... Yeah, we've got 2 spinning emotes, so we should be good. There's a bird. Is that a clue? Wait, where's the bird? Show me the bird. Let's see him. I don't see any birds. I feel lied to. There's a bird. Okay, we got birds. We got birds aplenty. No shortage of birds. Spin and zoom. White sand? Yeah, I don't really know anything about the sand in Chile. So, what are we gonna do? Nope, that's not what we're gonna do. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull my way along here. I don't know what it's like, man. We're just gonna put ourselves here. Okay, we were really, really far north. But, you know, we did our best. Unfortunately, that country is extremely long. Not our best work. Let's go, though. Only up from here. It's beautiful, first of all. It's so green that I want to say it's going to be like Ireland or New Zealand or something. But those things are very far apart, so I would really like to see the sun. If I may. A shadow, please. Aren't these France bollards? I don't remember what the bollards look like in France. I thought those were France bollards, though. Hungary bollards! Oh no. Oh no! Stuntman, thank you so much for the raid. It's always okay. Welcome! Thank you so much for coming in. Looks like a German... The The houses are German? Okay, let's go take a look, see. Yeah, they could be German. Okay. Austria, you think? Yeah, there is a castle, so that's pretty sick. You guys want to look at the castle? You guys want to forget what we're doing and just look at this sick castle up here? Maybe check. The thing is, I just thought these were French bollards, and it's killing me. Someone said that they were definitely Hungary bollards. Can we get a castle review? 5 out of 5. Sick castle. I'm not qualified for this. Austro-Hungarian Empire. Yeah, perfect. Okay, another vote for Czechia. Ugh. Okay, listen. It does look more German than Hungarian to me, but if even one person says that those bollards could be German, I'm going Germany. Yes! Yes! 44 miles! Not bad, boyos. Okay, first of all, beautiful. First of all, stunning and gorgeous. I'm in love. I want to go here. Imagine just like riding your bike down this road. Oh my god. Sun on your shoulders. Good lordy. This could fix me. I do believe. Yeah, it's pretty weird because a lot of things, this place has like a bunch of mixed signals. So the bollards, obviously that's not US. I don't even think that's Canada anywhere. The trash can looks weirdly US Canada. This stuff right here, this like scraggly, brambly, flowery stuff looks kind of Scandinavian to me. But I don't think that's where we are, but I do think it's a marker of latitude. Usually when I don't know where I am and I'm in Europe, I just assume I'm in France. This strategy has led me astray very few times. Let's give it a chance. One moment, everyone. Just one moment really quick. Okay. Okay, and now we just gotta shrink that down really quick. And now, just gotta put that like there. Okay, pretty good. Good enough. Okay, great. We did get the latitude. Perfection. Just gonna shrink that down one more notch, see if I can get that. Huh, it doesn't really stick to the middle of my face like it used to. I think Dory might have cooked too hard, and now... How's a girl supposed to wear a clown nose? I'm gonna have to commission a clown nose from her. Well, it'll have to work for now. It's so flat? Jesus, don't say that about a girl. You hardly know me. This is Poland or Ukraine? Okay. Let's get our bearings. Midwest is flat. There are certainly parts of Poland that are quite flat. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere, USA. Okay, so the sun won't really help us here, but we're gonna look anyway. It's almost exactly due west, because obviously it's sort of going down, which means it's gonna be in the west. Can I zoom in on the hills? Brother. What hills? Where? These? Is this a hill? Is this a hill? What is it? Is that a tornado? Jesus Christ. Moments before disaster. The flowers are pretty. Iowa? Listen, it could be like out sort of Midwest, Nowheresville. Although I would expect markings on the road, even in nowhere in the US. Although we did just have an episode of me being alarmingly, embarrassingly wrong about something being on entirely the wrong continent. So I do live in fear. Could be France. Kill me. No, it could not be France. It could not be France. Listen, I'm going to go. If it's France, I'll feel so betrayed. I'm gonna go. What's like the flattest part of Poland? It's gonna be America, and I'm gonna have to forfeit my driver's license. It was Poland, baby! It was Poland! I'm taking the clown nose off. I'm so smart. I'm literally the smartest boy. I'm the smartest little boy they ever made. I'm God's special little boy. Let's go. Guys, we're still at under 10k, and we're on round 4 out of 5. It's over for me. It's over for me. Don't you mean God's special little girl? If I meant that, I would have said it. God knows what he did. Yeah, again, we have wound up in the most barren, miserable place on earth. But at least this, we can say for sure, it's not America. So, you know, at least we have that in our favor. So, our only friends are 2 silos on the horizon. We terraformed Mars. Yeah. Deeply miserable. Just incomprehensibly miserable. The vast sky above us, like, good lord. We are in the northern hemisphere, but I don't think we really had to check that, did we? People are saying Russia. I don't know. I feel you. Average Minecraft farm. Maybe Mongolia. Oh, that could be. Yeah, we could be in sort of a steppe area. I don't really know. I've rarely ever gotten dropped in Mongolia, and it ran in my mind that the road markings were really different. I want to say Russia. Road is too good for Russia? Oh, we might wind up discovering that I'm stupid. It's happened before. I'm gonna say Russia, and I have no confidence about what part. Or it could be Kazakhstan. I don't even know. I don't even know, man. But the lines, the road lines, the road lines were, but they had the solid white road lines. But they had solid white road lines on the sides, and that's not an American road line. That's not how American roads work. Yes, it is. No, it's not. I'm looking this up, and if y'all are wrong, I'm gonna make fun of you real bad. Yeah, solid white with no shoulder? That is not American. It is literally in America. Yeah, but that is not standard American road markings. Yeah, white lines on the sides are for pedestrian and breakdown lanes, which this doesn't have. So no. Nah. Cite your sources? Sure. I actually probably shouldn't have that open because it is my Google account, and I'm not gonna do that. I will find another way to pull this up. But yeah, no, this is it's not a federal road. Oh, that's possible. Tell Google they got it wrong? No. No. So when I'm saying this is not American road markings, I am not saying this may not be in America, right? I'm not saying this cannot be in America. I am saying it is not marked with standard American road markings. Now, that is extremely rare in America, but it is not unheard of. It's just really, really rare. Likely a county road, yeah. So for county roads and stuff, you can find them, but they're still pretty rare. Most roads follow standard American road markings. Yeah, okay, roads that are no longer considered legally regulated, private roads as well. Private roads still can be mapped by Google because they're sometimes the only way to get from one place to another, but private roads are often built for businesses or by companies, and they sometimes have different markings as well. The edge of the road for snow plowing? I've lived in a lot of places that need snow plowing, and they don't have white lines on the very edge of the road. But either way, yeah, interesting. The more you know. There was no shoulder. If there were a shoulder, then that would have been correct. Yinzers represent? Is this Pittsburgh? Did you guys get that fast? Okay, let's see. See what we can find. Nothing more American than outdated infrastructure? I don't know, because America is not all that old, all things considered. 800 super. Yeah, looks American. I don't know about Pittsburgh. I mean, okay. I saw the nose? I don't know. Screams Asian? Yeah. I don't know. I need a second to look around and get my bearings. So it's hilly. The architecture looks, yeah, pretty Asian. I mean, look at this. Stop sign is on the left. Dude, I literally didn't even notice. That's hilarious. Curbs aren't striped. I can't find any license plates. I can't tell what this is. I don't know what this is. Oh, people were just remarking that there were a lot of okay, because I didn't want to invalidate anyone, but I was like, there's no way this is Pittsburgh. So I had to do like at least like a let's consider it. Let's consider the pros and cons of this being Pittsburgh. It is hilly. It's not going to be South Africa. No. We're looking at Asian architecture. And also, where were they? Very Asian looking plants. So we're going to be somewhere in Asia, I'm going to guess, based on those facts. English language. Listen, I don't think it's Kyoto. I would guess Singapore, but I don't see striped curbs, and I don't see them out here either. But I would probably still guess Singapore for this. So I'm gonna guess Singapore, and if I'm wrong, I'll put the hat back on. Yeah, woo! Not enough to save us. It really is clear that I have not played this game in a year. Let's go. Long skinny plates. Can't see much about them. I would love to see some language. Sodas. That doesn't tell us very much. Let's find the sun. Kind of hard to tell. It's almost exactly due east, which could put us in Ecuador, but there's a pugo? What is that? Return of the map game! Hi, Gom! It's been so long! Oh, 500 AS, not sodas? Wait, let me look back. No, it says sodas for sure. French car brand. Ah. Oh, like the coffee grinder that Snail had. That looks like it says Baby Dust to me. I think we're in South America. Not exactly sure where, and I'm open to argument. But we're gonna be like somewhere in like here, like Central America to Northern South America. Now, because the sun is almost exactly east at its highest point, that means we're going to be pretty close to the equator, right? So... Is Cuba even possible? No, it is not mapped. Peru, you think? Really? Could be. Could be. We could toss a Lima guess. Let's see how close the mountains look. That's usually a pretty good tell for Peru. Mountains don't look very close, man. Could be Argentina. I usually tell Argentina by I don't even know. Like, there's like a vibe. They have the baskets, and then on top of the baskets, a vibe. I could see Argentina here, although I'm not seeing any freaking baskets, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. Although, maybe it's my redemption arc. Maybe I guess Argentina, and I'm right this time. But I do think that your Peru guess was probably closer. There's not a lot to go on between the two, right? I just feel like we're closer to the equator. What's the opposite of a redemption arc? Hey, we're in Eastern Russia. We got the weird water pipes. What else we got? What else we got? We got this guy. Hey, dude. Villain arc. Downfall. Downfall. Demotion arc. Yeah, both, honestly. Okay, so... Wait, you got a specific city in Eastern Russia? Listen, man, when I guess Eastern Russia, I just, like, throw something. Because I don't even know where to start with Eastern Russia. First of all, there's no one there. Clown arc. It's not water pipes, it's gas. Okay, well, I never knew, man. I only ever knew them as, most of East Russia isn't even mapped. Yeah, you're gonna be, like, in here somewhere, I guess. I'm just gonna toss us, like, here? Well, we were a lot farther east than I was willing to go, huh? I told you, Eastern! And you guys were all like, I think it's pretty west, Ellie. No! If you see those freaking yellow things, I swear to God, it's out in Frickall. Oh wait, no, I was wrong. Wait, it was backwards. Okay, that whole speech, but to me. That entire speech, but directed at me instead. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is somewhere pretty. That's all I got so far. Pretty clotheslines. Pretty weird shrine to Jesus. Pretty mountains. I would believe Brazil. Right? We got the mountains. Let me just check the sun to make sure that we're not very stupid. Sun is right on the border, but that could be fine. Probably northern Brazil somewhere. Brazil's really big. No! Raise! Race, hey! You remember when we used to do GeoGuessr streams all the time. Is this nostalgic for you? Okay. Okay. You guys want to do your silly thing? You guys want to do the cute thing you like to do? Yeah, there you go. See, there you go. Look at you guys go. Wow, no way. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm finally giving them the chance to have Osaka probably. Yeah, I don't really know where we are in Japan. I just know we're in Japan, and I figured I'd give you guys the chance to to have your little adventure. There we go. There we go. Oh, weird. Zona militar. Oh. This place is kind of sad and upsetting, huh? This place makes me feel uncomfortable and nervous. Right? Doesn't it feel that way to you? Like this, like you're just like circled in by mountains and in this weird military zone, and the camera has distorted everything to make it all wiggly. Dude, I don't know. The coffins? Wait, what? Wait, where? No freaking way! Funeraria! Funeraria! Huh. Who would want a cow print coffin? That just feels like insult to injury. Dude, this place makes me miserable. This is the bad place. I don't want to be here. I want to guess so that we can get out of here. What has yellow plates? Mexico? I don't think so. Colombia? Maybe. Listen, man, I'm willing to bet on anything at this point. Just get me out of here. If it were Angola or Mozambique, why would it have Spanish everywhere? I don't think it's Angola or Mozambique. Bolivia? Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't feel especially Netherlands to me. Yeah, I think it's pretty obviously South or Central America. I mean, just by like the way that the mountains look alone, but also everything else, and the fact that there's Spanish everywhere. But it is miserable here. It's miserable. I'm gonna guess Colombia, and I could be wrong. I've never seen anything that looks like this. I've never seen anything that looks like this anywhere, so I have no idea. It was Peru, but we were pretty close. We got the vibes right. We knew which mountains these were, and that's the first battle. Yikes, that was sad. Oh my god! Wait, we got under 10,000 that round. God, I'm dumb. Okay. This time for sure. Okay, where the frick are we? Okay, next time for sure. So they speak Spanish. It's a little sad, but it's not sad like the last place. Lima, lock it in? Listen, maybe. I don't know. We've gotten a lot of Peru. Wait. Vulcanized. Yeah, okay, vulcanized rubber, great, thank you. He's just sitting there to tell us all about himself. Mexican? I don't think that there being Corona means that it's necessarily Mexico. Dude, I can't even tell what we're doing. We're driving on the right? Real. Cool roof. Let me see. Is it just corrugated? Everything is just corrugated. Oh my god. Just corrugated metal with tires on top of it. Ah, this place makes me feel bad. Okay. Okay. If you guys all think it's Mexico, we'll bet on Mexico. Problem is, Mexico's really big. Gonna guess near Mexico City just because that's the rule. And look at us. It was, in fact, near Mexico City. Okay. Second round. There's still a chance for this to go well for us. This truck looks Russian or Japanese to me. It's one of those. But really, you do find them everywhere, but that's just, like, off the top of my head. Yeah, this looks fairly Eastern Europe, I guess. It's certainly not American, and it's quite flat. Just gonna check the sun real quick. Obviously, it is in the south. Just, you know, it's a good idiot check. Looked like a Japanese license plate. I don't know what Japanese license plates look like. But, yeah, no, it is not the US, dude. This is not the US. Too flat to be Austria. It could be like, we're driving on the right. Grass looks Russian? Yeah, like I said when I first saw it, the truck to me looks Japanese or Russian. And this does not look like Japan. So, I'm gonna say, oh my god, the Eiffel Tower! Wow! Oh my god! Paris! How beautiful! Wow! It's everything I imagined! Chat, we should go to the Louvre! Oui, oui! Okay. Oh, it's a German truck brand. Listen, I'm still gonna guess Russia. I'm gonna guess Russia. I could see an argument for Poland. I could see an argument for Ukraine. But I'm gonna guess Russia. And I'm gonna regret it. Is what I'm gonna do. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready for me to regret my decisions? See, the problem with Russia is that it's too big. We got the right country, though. You know, so I'm taking off the nose. The problem with Russia is that it's too big. They need to split it into two countries. Russia and Russia 2, the squeakquel. You know, like this half, this part can be Russia, and this part can be Russia 2, the squeakquel. And that's how I feel about that. Okay, great, let's go. Now that we're in agreement. Tell that to your president? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for getting the word out. Thank you for passing it along. Thank you for putting in a good word for me. Listen, man, he can have both. I'm just saying that they should be different countries. You know, he could do like a United States type deal with it, right? Where they're like different countries, but they're like also one country, you know? You know, even you could do like an EU type deal where like they're both, right? That you can go between them. They got the same like currency, but you know, they're like a different guy. Russia is already a federation? Well, okay, but they should, you know, they should make it. They should make a line down the middle. Is what I'm saying. Midwestern US? Yeah. This is pretty Midwestern US. Flat, sad in a way that speaks to my memories. American type mailbox, right, just in the middle of freaking nowhere. A yard that is storage for stuff that goes early in the morning. I wouldn't say Arizona. It looks more north than that to me. But I could be wrong. This looks like it was at one point Great Plains. I would say like we're in like this band here. I hate it here. I remember why I stopped playing this game on stream. It's because I'm bad at it. Let's go, boys! We can only go up from here. Oh, chat! Chat, say the line! We're closer than we've been in forever. I know it's Korean. Listen, look at me. Look at me. I know, but we haven't been this close in forever. Listen, you're not gonna be closer than this for another few rounds, I'm telling you. So, you know, you might as well get it out of your system while you can, you know? I love that for you. Every time we're anywhere near Kyoto, I'm gonna have you saying the line because, like, guys, look. Guys, look. We're just not that far. Just a stone's throw away, okay? There's reason for you guys to go on living. Oh my gosh, and we were like literally, oh my god. So like so close. Wow. Okay. I have 30,000 PhDs and it's Kyoto. I love you for this. Kyoto at all costs. Okay, orange on the back. Let's see if it's not orange on the front. Yeah, we got a UK right here. Look at all this brick. Look at all this brick. This is also a very particular kind of sadness, but it's a kind of sadness that is unfamiliar to me personally. But I imagine that if I grew up here, if I grew up in this area, this would remind me of sort of like kind of pensive, thoughtful walks home from school when I was a kid, right? This would remind me of that. And it would remind me of like a kind of shame that I felt at having friends over because of what my home looked like. And it would remind me of like my school uniform being like itchy. That's what this would feel like to me if I grew up here, I think. So anyway, that's what this would feel like. Wow, that tells me nothing? Listen, it's the UK. I want to say just kind of middle. So we're just gonna toss a kind of middle in there. Yeah, what do we say, huh? So for all those vibes, for all of everyone being like, Ellie, that told me nothing. Your vibes are stupid. I hate vibes. I want cold, hard facts. Would facts have dropped you here? I mean, probably. But did you have them personally if you're not from the UK? I don't know, man. I don't know. Drop the nose? Yeah, we're dropping the nose. My feelings don't care about your facts. Exactly. Well, it's not great. Reddy! No way! Your vibes are fantastic, Reddy. Don't even say that. Your vibes are impeccable. Don't even say that. Don't even say that. Where are my alerts? There they are. I've been wondering why they've been off all stream. There we go. That's much better. Can't wait for the nose to come back. Yeah. It's twice my last score. Okay, but in fairness, my last score was butt. Was an actual like human butt. So I don't know. We weren't gonna go down, were we? Okay, long skinny plates, yellow at the side. I forget who has yellow at the side. Stuffy dude! Thank you so much for the prime sub! No longer a goofus.
No longer a goofus.
Tiny hat for yes! Tiny goofus hat for code bug. Only when you guys get something wrong. If you guys get something silly and I'm right and you guys are all way off and I'm like, chat, I'm actually a genius. A boy genius. Then you guys get the hat and I get to take it off, okay? That's the rule. Kyoto, easy. Brett and Rye, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, I forget who has the yellow on the side of the EU plates. This look like a U plate. I'm gonna say that we are somewhere kind of Mediterranean. I want to say either like in here or like in here, which is not so good for me. I'm gonna put us here, just like temporarily, you know, and then it's gonna turn out to be France, and then I'm gonna be stupid. Wait, no, that says. Does that say stop? Wait. Ready, what the frick are you on? This does not look like the US. Ready? Too cloudy to be Iberia? Maybe. Maybe. Sweden? This doesn't feel very Sweden to me. Look how flat the tops of these buildings are. Put some snow on them and they would collapse. This right here looks Spain to me. Maybe France. Maybe Greece. But not freaking Sweden. Snuggle Stars, thank you so much for the sub. And lemon flavored cashews, thank you. That sounds good. I could kind of go for some like
Nah, got to be
lemon pepper cashews. I go kind of crazy right now. I love cashews, man. They don't even feel like a nut. They're doing something a little bit extra special that no other nut dares to do, I will say. What is a cashew? Is it like a legume, like a peanut? Is it secretly a bean? Have I been lied to? Mediterranean? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Ironside, thank you so much. Algerian Kyoto. Perfect. Yeah, no, cashews just have a little extra to give. They're seeds. So they could be nuts. Gives me Balkan vibes. Listen, I should trust you on that, but I'm not gonna, and then afterwards you can laugh at me, okay? You're with the Portugal folks. You could be right is the thing, but I want to keep us on here, not because I think that Portugal is impossible, but just because I feel like anywhere in here is kind of possible, and I don't want to be farther from it, so I'm going to keep this guess. It was Portugal. Y'all were right, but the thing about hedging our bets is that, we're not that far off. Okay. Slow down. Equipment working ahead. I sure hope it does. I don't know what this language is, but I think it's interesting that it is written with the Latin alphabet. Same with this. Philippines? Philippines? I want to go Philippines with this. But I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in myself as a woman to be considered and taken seriously. But here we go, guessing Philippines. I'm a silly goose. Yes! Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm clean. Put the hat on, chat. Chat, should I? Chat, have you earned the hat? Chat gets the hat? Okay, this is exciting. We've never gotten to do this. I gotta make it fit you guys, and you guys are so small. Oh my god, that's so cute! Wait, how is that so cute? There we go. Now it's like visible. I love that. I love it so much. Okay, let's go. We're not doing great, but we're not doing terribly. We could salvage this. I don't know, man. First thing that comes to my mind is France, but everything looks wrong. The poles are wrong. They're not France. The plants are too far north. I don't know exactly what northern France looks like. Is it UK? It could be UK. I don't know. It just looks so nice. Like it looks so flowery, and I feel like UK always just kind of looks very green and gray. Those are your colors, and the red of bricks. I feel like it's not usually flowery. South of England. Okay, well I'm seeing northern England and south of England. Brother. Okay. Let's go. I am more compelled. Okay. I have been told that nowhere are the cows happier than in Scotland. Because the grass is so green. And I believe this. This grass is exceedingly green, which makes me want to guess somewhere north, closer to Scotland. The sky is not gray, it's true. It's gray over here. It's got some gray. Where's the cows? They're busy, man. They can't be here every time you want to hang out with them, okay? They have their own lives. They have their own thing going on. They've got a wife now, man. They can't hang out every night, okay? Give them a break. Antarctica? Easy. Easy. Yeah, so... we're just gonna toss a guess, like, here. It was Ireland. Whatever. Whatever. Close enough. Close enough for me. We're still not doing great. We're still not doing terribly. Samu. Medicine. Please. Please, Samu. I need some medicine. I love cognates. Cognates are inherently funny to me. I can't explain it. Smur. Please, Smur. I need some medicine. Please, Smur. Oh, they got another one right here. De Paris. Wait. Okay. 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 Guys. Guys, I've got a theory. Guys, I've got a theory. Although it doesn't look like Paris, but like it's got to be like a suburb or something. So we're just gonna, yeah. Okay, close enough. Close enough. This could save us. Might be a bit French. Perhaps. Perhaps it might be a bit French. Kyoto, France. Yeah, easy. Indio. Guys, do you think we might be in Indio? Bullfrog, welcome! Thank you for the follow. It's beautiful, honestly. I've never seen a place that looked quite like it, you know? It's a different... Sun is almost due east, so that's not gonna help us. Listen, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know. I really don't have a clue. Brazil seems fair, right? We've got all of this stacked on the hillside. Yeah, this is not Indio, California. That was our joke before. I'm good tossing a Brazil. I'm good tossing a Brazil for this. But I realize that I'm fixing to risk it all. Colombia? Maybe. Not Brazil cars. Oh, it's Mexico. Okay, what makes you say Mexico? Let's talk through it. Let's discuss this like adults. I'm sure you're right, but what's your reasoning? Mexico pole. Oh, the white on the bottom. US trucks and caravans? Yeah, we do have very US style pickups, although I figure you probably find those kind of all over. Magnum branding, I don't know how far that goes, but broadly, you do find more like US brands, especially food brands in Mexico than you would in Brazil. Because we had really good trade relationships in the past. Okay, so anyway. Southern Mexico? Yeah, dude, I don't know. Where is it mountainous? Where is it mountainous and green? Mexico City? We're just gonna guess near Mexico City. Yeah! Beautiful. Beautiful! That's the best we've done this round. This stream, which is remarkable, really. We are not killing it, boys. Put the nose on chat? No, Chow is right. Chow is smart. Yo, Brazilian here, not sure about the car, but we do have Magnum. I'm pleased to hear it. I'm pleased to hear it. Everyone should have our weird, bizarrely sexualized chocolate ice cream bars. Everyone should have those. Do you guys know about this? There was like an era in marketing in the United States where they just went crazy with it. They just went wild style with it. I don't know how else to explain it. It was like they had gone so far with like body shaming moms and moms were only eating almonds, and they were just like dreaming about chocolate bars. And the marketing firms, they understood this. They understood that like moms wanted two things, like Tom Selleck and a chocolate bar, and they just went really, really hard in that direction. And so for a while, we would have commercials just like on TV in the United States, right? You'd be in like a mall food court, eating pizza with your family, and on the TV in the mall food court, there would just be like a man with a strong mustache, just like massaging a woman's shoulders while she blissfully ate chocolate. And they would just be playing like smooth jazz. And then there would just be like words on the TV like pleasure, indulge. Yeah, this was just like a thing that happened to all of us. If you were a child of the 2000s, you were traumatized in this very specific way. The yogurt! Yes! The weird yogurt ads! Oh my god! It was like they expected mothers to subvert all of their ambitions, to just like sublimate all of their ambitions into a single ambition, which was to have a very regular digestive system. And so Jamie Lee Curtis would shame your mother right there in the mall food court next to a Macy's. Jamie Lee Curtis would shame your mother for not eating enough yogurt, and then your mom would look guiltily at the yogurt next time you went to the grocery store, and you wouldn't know how to like reach out about it because you were like 5. But you'd have to be you'd feel this desire to tell your mother that she was enough, exactly as she was, but you wouldn't be able to because you were a 5-year-old. Yeah. Anyway, American advertising is it's its own beast. Anyway, the John Stamos yogurt commercials. Excuse me. What's Macy's? It's like a department store where your mom buys a winter coat. It's like a sort of a cheap to mid-range department store for moms. You're too European for this. Listen, man. Listen, I understand that in Europe, you guys can talk about like bodies and sexuality in a way that's like normal. And you don't like repress everything so deep inside of you that the only way that you can ever experience anything is through like a yogurt commercial. But here in the United States, we don't have sexual education. So all of it, we just push it all down into our feet. And then the only way we can ever feel something is chocolate bar commercials. So anyway, guys, am I in trouble? Am I gonna somehow get in trouble for this? Have I talked myself into a bad little corner? What have I done? Yeah, so I know that in other places in the US, there's quite a bit of like decent sex education. I had abstinence only sex education taught by my mother. So, if you're ever wondering why I don't know anything, it's because I just hard dissociated through all of that, and I don't know. I don't know. My mom was my sex ed teacher, and we didn't call it that. We called it health class. And honestly, man, I would rather die. So I don't know anything. I've just had to figure it all out from like context clues and yogurt commercials I saw when I was a child. So anyway, let's play another round of GeoGuessr. Alrighty. Okay. Guys, I don't know where this is, but there's a body in every single one of these. Yeah, ready. They spent so many years being like abstinence only, and then they were like, okay, we're gonna teach you what it actually is, right? We're gonna teach you what that is, but first you have to watch an entire video of a birth. You have to watch an entire person giving birth. You have to watch that process before we'll tell you what sex
Gosh,
is.
damn it. I have like a 5 streak of coming into a stream at a weird out of context
I'm
time.
sorry,
And I
I
thought
know.
you'd break it, sir, be dead.
I'm gonna say so Okay, listen, what we're talking about is like regional differences, which is the theme of the stream. This is not that, does she want you to have kids someday despite abstinence only? I mean, it wasn't her choice. Where I was, it was abstinence only is like legal. That's not up to her. My mom, I'm sure, would have loved to better prepare people for what was ahead of them. It wasn't her fault. She was just kind of the everything teacher, and the school made her teach everything. Whenever they were like, well, we've got a new thing that needs to be done, she would just kind of be like, I can do it! And she would just take on way too much because she couldn't say no to people. Yeah. So...
In today's stream, Ellie's talks about the bots and the bees.
Listen, man, I'm always talking about bees.
It's a bit concerning how little people know about their own gender, and even more the opposite gender. That could be solved with communication. The amount of questions I had to answer to girls about men is wild, and I'm not even from the US.
Yeah, dude, I mean, it's a nightmare down there. Right? Like I don't know, right? Like, life is beautiful. Life is beautifully designed. Every organism is absolutely perfect, right? Like so much so that I can completely understand how someone would think that it was meticulously designed by a master engineer. And also how people think that it is crafted just purely by chance and efficiency at every turn. But I gotta say, the human reproductive system it's a mess. It's just a mess, man. Like, okay, I say this as an engineer. I say this as someone who's made a lot of prototypes. I don't want this to be used against me. I don't want people to be like, Ellie hates men. I promise I don't. I love a lot of men, right? I talk to a lot of men at bus stops. I help them through their divorces. So don't go saying Ellie hates men. But I am going to say this. As someone who's built a lot of prototypes, it does really seem like God did make the male body before he made the female body, right? Like it's got all these important bits kind of hanging out in the open where they're at risk, and it's like it's a little bit bigger and boxier, right? You know, and when you make a prototype of something, right? Like if I built a human and then I was like, okay, what do I got to do here? I'd be like, okay, first of all, let's tuck all those bits back up inside, right? Those clearly shouldn't be out here. That's a risk. And then I'd be like, surely it doesn't have to be this big. We could make this a little bit smaller, right? And then I would be like, I don't know, okay, listen, the bleeding every few weeks. I hear you. I understand. It's retractable. No, it's not. What? Okay, listen, people say all the time the balls need to be out for temperature regulation. But hear me out, do they? Because there are a lot of bigger animals who need to regulate their temperature much more strenuously, and they don't have those things just flopping out in the open. Why? Why are they out there? Right? Why are they V3 will be retractable? Guys, I can't wait for V3. I can't wait for the next iteration. It's a safe temperature for sperm. Obviously, this is the argument, right? That sperm needs to be kept at a slightly lower temperature than the human body temperature. I hear you. I understand. But now explain to me why elephants, a larger animal that needs to temperature regulate much more strenuously and has sperm that can survive at similar temperatures, they have internal testes. So elephants have a special protein to handle the internal temperature of their body. That's why I'm saying, why don't humans? Why did we go the, these can just dangle out in the open route and not the, let's develop a protein route? I know that this is not how evolution works. I know that evolution doesn't get to choose. I know. But, how was that the best option? How was that the best option for checking purposes? We're persistence hunters. We're runners. That's our whole thing, is that we run. And they decided to give us floppy bits that just hang out right and left. Humans are also the only primates that have boobs at all times. Even when we're not nursing, right? right? Most only develop chests when they're like actively pregnant or they're raising young children, and humans have them all the time, and we're runners, we're distance runners. Why is it that every kind of human has a bit that's like flopping around and we have to like strap it down to be able to run? Like literally every kind of human has something that's just flopping around out there. Like, how did this happen? We're runners! Anyway, yeah, so there are a lot of good arguments for why it is that boobs always exist. The first one is it was a theory that it was like for sexual signaling, which doesn't make a lot of sense because there are plenty of cultures where they're just not sexual at all. So it's not a great theory. It just doesn't really hold up very well. It would be a poor choice, right? Because it's costly, right? Fat is important, especially historically in our development. And the idea of wasting a bunch of fat to just glue it to the chest for sexual signaling when in half of cultures it's not even sexual seems like a bad call. However, it has been pointed out that the human face is flat. Most of our relatives have snoots. At least a little bit they've got snoots. But human faces are super flat. And so if they're going to be nursing, it helps if it sticks out a little bit, right? Now, additionally, we have another theory, which is we don't have fur to grab onto. So a lot of our primate relatives, the babies can grab onto the fur while they're nursing. But if you don't have fur to grab onto, then you need to be able to hold your infant yourself. Also, we're born super, super immature, right? We are born super underdeveloped. Well, you guys are. I'm a robot. But anyway, so which means that they need to be held in the crook of the mother's arm, which means that it needs to be able to reach the baby's face from the crook of the arm. So these theories are most compelling to me, personally. I think that those sound like the most compelling theories. I don't really understand the balls thing. I haven't yet heard an answer that made perfect sense to me. But, you take what you get. So anyway, I don't know where we are. Maybe Russia? I don't freaking know, man. This is a long plate, no markings. It's all white. I'm gonna say that means Russia. Pretty sad. This tower is sad. This tower is sad. Every single one of these storage units is sad. That guy looks like he's probably sad as well. So I'm gonna say Russia. I don't really know where. We got nuts for fighting. like giraffe head ornamentation. Yeah, we fight with that. Exactly. Center. Yo! Okay, for Russia, that's not bad. For Russia, that's incredible. Sad paper dragons! Thank you so much for the sub! Yeah! The balls are on the outside to give bad guys in Reacher a place to punch. That's a specific joke for if you watch the show Reacher, which, statistically, if you're on Twitch, you don't. America? Homunculus focus. For sale. Serb earth the calm. You just know it from me talking about it? Dude, I'm literally always talking about Reacher. All I do is talk about Reacher. It's my lore at this point. Jack Reacher would probably be a viewer of this stream. He would not. He would absolutely not. That man only eats chocolate or vanilla. That man doesn't know what the internet is. He doesn't know that the internet has been invented. Dude, Jack Reacher? Just Reacher? If you showed him this stream, he'd be like, I don't understand why a grown adult would watch a cartoon character. That would be Reacher's response to me. He would be like, what is this? A woman or a child? That would be Jack Reacher's response to me. He doesn't know how to turn on a PC. He can't. He can't. His arms are too beefy and muscular. He can't turn on the PC. It's too hard. He can't get his arm in there to turn on the PC. It won't work. Jack Reacher would never say frick. He would never say frick. He wouldn't even say the frick word. He would just be like, "What is a VTuber?" That's how Jack Reacher would respond. Why am I doing Reacher content? No one asked for this. The man is just a refrigerator. Yeah, the whole plot of Reacher is like, what if there was a guy who was so big, and then for 2 seasons, that's the whole plot, is just like, what if there was a guy who was so big? Frankie Gubb, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. And then
Frankie Gubb gifted a tier 1 sub to David Gay Mook.
Didn't he punch through a window? Dude, he's punched through so many windows. I want to say he's punched through 3 or 4 windows at this point. And then, like, he's not like James Bond, because James Bond was, like, smart. Reacher isn't stupid. His defining characteristic is just that he's really big. He's not smart. He's not stupid. He's not cunning. He's not clever. He's just huge. He's just, like, the biggest guy ever. And so for 2 whole seasons, the plot is that he's so big. And then in the 3rd season, the plot is that there is a guy who is bigger than Reacher. And you spend the whole season being like, what's going to happen? That guy is also big. And then the answer, and he fights him a couple of times. And he can't win. And he's just like, I got to figure out his weak spot. And the whole time I'm sitting there with like my dad and my brother-in-law, and we're just screaming like, the balls! Punch him in the balls! And then finally in the season finale, spoilers for season 3 of Reacher, by the way, the season finale is that Reacher punches the man in the balls. That's the season finale. This is one of the biggest shows in America right now. And the conclusion, right? The thesis, the conclusion of season 3, the entire plot is Reacher can't figure out, there's a man who's bigger than Reacher. How will Reacher fight him? Punch him in the balls. And it rocks. I love Reacher. I would watch it every day of my life. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Yeah, if human balls evolved internally, Reacher would have lost that fight. And I actually wasn't paying attention. I don't know what actually happened in this season. I think that it was gun runners. Is Reacher attractive? No. Ew. First of all, he walks like his butt is clenched 100% of the time. Like, this man has never relaxed a single muscle in his body, but very specifically, no, I'm not attracted to, I don't think anyone's ever been attracted to Reacher. Number, thank you so much for 20 gifted. Oh my gosh. Number, thank you so much for 20 gifted. Whoa. Ohio State Buckeyes, baby. Yo, Number, thank you. Thank you so much. I like the show Reacher. The man Reacher is like a feelingsless, vanilla-flavored man who's so huge I don't know how I'd feed him. He would eat all the food in my house. I truly can't imagine a less interesting man to have a crush on. Right, like, I enjoy having a little recreational crush here and there. If I'm watching media and there's like a boy in it, I'm gonna try and get a crush on that boy if I can, right? Because that just makes the experience better. I couldn't even try, man. Like I couldn't even attempt to have a crush on Reacher. Are you kidding? That man is different animal. Tom Cruise was the worst casting ever for that role. I don't know. He brought some personality to the character. Reacher is not Gale. No, dude, no one is Gale level. Are you kidding? Gale is gorgeous. I think, yeah, Reacher has no personality and is huge. And Gale has personality and is a normal size. Yeah, like having a crush on a cinder block. Exactly. It's actually impossible. Yeah. Skibbity Ohio Riz whatever. We're doing it. Okay, if I guess up here, it's gonna be Columbus, but I want to say it's here. No! Well, it's fine. We still got over 3,000. It's fine. We still got over 3,000. Clip what? Clip what? Me being wrong about Ohio? Good clip. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people love Ohio State, no matter where you go. So a thing to know is, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Americans, right, we go to colleges and we get, like, really weirdly attached to them. And if you're, like, a certain kind of guy, your personality is that you played a sport at a college the rest of your life. And that's fine. I love that guy. I think that guy really livens up a barbecue. That man absolutely smokes me at cornhole. That man makes a perfect burger. That man is a good dad to your friend. I love that man. But for a certain kind of American man, his personality for the rest of his life is that he went to a specific school and played a sport there. So what we saw is not evidence that we were in Ohio. It's evidence that that guy went to Ohio State and then moved somewhere else, or lived somewhere else his whole life and then went to Ohio State. So yeah. Anyway. The guardrail is not up to standard? I don't even know. I don't know what guardrail standards are. Personally, I've never known a guardrail standard. But no, we are not in America. I want to say, like, Greece or something. Y'all are gonna make fun of me. I want to say that we're somewhere in here, but I don't know where, man. I don't know where. Maybe like Turkey or something. This is Israel. What makes you say that? Oh, orange plates. Isn't that an Israel thing? I don't know, man. I vaguely remember that being a thing. There is a kind of a... Yeah, okay. I mean, listen, if I was willing to guess Turkey, then yeah, it's not a far shot. Let's just guess somewhere. I don't know. Dang. Good shot on that. I would never have thought of Israel. I would have 100% been like, Turkey? Which wouldn't have been that far off, but like, far enough, man. Oh, yeah. Cornhole, for those who don't know, is a game where you throw beanbags onto a board. And it's really important to Americans when they're eating outside. When Americans are eating outside, cornhole is like the only way to measure your masculinity that matters. It's interesting. Anyway, dude, I don't even know what I'm gonna get in trouble for this stream. I'm so glad I don't make TikToks anymore, because I feel like every time I made a TikTok, people would be like, Ellie hates men. Ellie hates America. Ellie is xenophobic. Ellie hates women. I just feel like I could never win. And I want you to know that I love literally every person, and I would go anywhere in the whole world. I love your sadness and I love your joy, man. I'm here for all of it. But yeah, now I just live in fear. TikTok traumatized me because I did nothing right the entire time I was there. Ellie hates balls. I don't hate them. They just seem like a liability. They concern me. I worry about balls. I am passively, like, maybe like
I think we played that
2%?
in year 4 school sports day.
Yo, nice! I think like 2% of the time I just have like a job, like a task running somewhere in the back of my skull. There's just like a task running, just like using up memory, that's just worrying about balls. I'm just worried about them. It just seems like a lot could go wrong. Anyway. She hates man with balls. So true. Okay, I don't recognize these plates. It feels, I don't know, there's a boat, so we're near a lake or a coast, which is most of this country. Oh, we're in Canada, aren't we? We're in French Canada, are we? Am I crazy? Are we actually in French Canada? Because the whole thing, this looks West Coast to me. But they're less vulnerable than I'd think. Well, that's good. I've been misled by family action comedies. I've been misled by family action comedies to believe that balls are always at risk, and if you throw something, it will somehow hit a cat. That's what I've been misled by family action comedies to believe. This could be Quebec? Okay, we're gonna guess Quebec. It feels West Coast to me, so I feel like there's a shot that we're gonna wind up on completely the wrong side of the country, and that's gonna kill me. No way!
Okay, regarding what we talked earlier about chests.
Okay, so this theory is very much debunked.
Are attracted to double circles.
I will let it read so that people can hear it, but then I will say this theory is largely debunked.
The human gets an easier view of the chest than the butt, which would imply that bigger breasts are just a way to attract a partner. How true that is, I don't know. I'm just quoting something I heard once during high school, but never again after.
Yeah,
so
so
don't take this as facts.
It's almost comical that this was a theory. But yeah. I mean, for one thing, double circles, right? Like, why would they have to stick out to count as double circles? Nipples are already double circles, and men have those as well. And you don't on average have larger nips just because you got bazoombas or whatever, you know? So it just doesn't make a ton of sense. And it was from an era where we could really only understand the differences between men's and women's bodies as male being the default, and anything different about a woman's body being something to attract a man. It's from an era of just so stories that we would tell about evolution, where everything about a woman's body would be like, they have less hair to attract men. They have longer eyelashes, even though that's not actually true. This was one, even though it is demonstrably true that men have longer and darker eyelashes. They have longer eyelashes to attract men. It's from an era of evolutionary theory that's really funny to read now. Are girls attracted to big feet? I don't know. Personally, I don't think so. But I can only speak for myself, I guess. You get your eyelashes cut? Are you okay? Oh, did they like hit your glasses or something? Oh, that sounds really unpleasant. I'm sorry. No, I just panicked when I read that because I pictured the scissors so close to your eyes and it made me nervous. Men have longer eyelashes to attract men. I'm sure, yeah. Yeah, fat storage to help with childcare is a theory. But the most common theories and the most popular theories, the theories that I find most credible are that it swivels so that if you're holding the child in the crook of your arm, which is something that humans would have to do walking bipedally and not having fur for the baby to grab onto, if you're holding the baby in the crook of your arm, it'll reach their mouth. And also, since we don't have a snout that sticks out, since our face is flat, if it were flat against the chest, it would make it harder to breathe through the nose while drinking, which human infants can do. But if it sticks out, it's much easier to do that. So anyway, that all makes sense to me. Those feel like pretty credible reasons. We should have a snout? Who are you, Bao? Yeah, my ankles are so huge that just there's no way that a man's could be bigger, and that's why I'm single. Because I'm waiting until I find a man with even huger ankles than mine so that we can have the largest ankled children. I hate this bit. I'm so sorry. I hated that. I hated that the whole time I said it. That's awful. Absolutely atrocious. I'm looking for Bigfoot. Yeah, find me Bigfoot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, a lot of you don't even know the origin of this. Let's give you the origin of this.
For social reasons.
I broke my ankle last year.
Humans, since as animals we are absolutely insane socially.
We are insane socially. It's true. Okay, I broke my ankle last year, and I got an ankle brace and my ankle wasn't healing. So I went back to the doctor and the doctor gave me a child-sized ankle brace. The doctor said kind of incredulously like, oh, well, yeah, that's because you're wearing an adult ankle brace. And it's like, yeah, because I'm an adult. So they gave me a child-sized ankle brace for the duration of my healing process. And me with my wounded pride, I just decided to pull like a big lie to just like go in the other direction and see what I could drum up on the internet. Oh, she's 12. I'm not freaking 12. I'm not freaking 12. I promise. Okay, so we were gonna guess. Okay, if I guess French Canada, I'm gonna regret it, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm just gonna guess like near-ish Montreal. Oh my god, I'm a freaking genius. I'm such a big boy with such huge ankles. Gosh dang. Okay, we have a chance for this to go well. It's not gonna because I'm looking at this and... What the frick language is that? I don't even know what to do with this. Hrabin... Kijovis... Horny Lahota. Slavic written in Latin? Yeah, what is this? Croatia or Czech? Okay. People are saying definitely Scandinavian, but this does not look Scandinavian to me. No, sir. Okay. I'm just gonna go like kind of near Prague-ish. You know, it was a Strava, but I do believe we broke 20! Woo! I'm out of idiot jail! Very much with chat's help. I would not be out of idiot jail without chat's help. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you have to see any of this. Yeah, that's true. Chat shouldn't be wearing this hat. Chat's been really smart. We can move that off to the side again. No hat for chat. No hat for bot. That's for next round, I'm sure. Boy genius, yeah. Boy genius. No hat? Listen, I'll get you guys another hat, okay? Next time we hang out, I'll have an assortment of hats for you guys to choose from, okay? Let me see what else I got. I know I've got some other hats in here. I must. Come on, man. I know I do. Oh my gosh, we have like a little beanie. This will be good. This will be really good. Oh no, it's got like a white background. Okay, never mind. We're not using that, obviously. Let's go. What else do we have? I know I have hats. Hats that won't insult you. I have a halo. I have... You guys are not gonna believe this. You guys are gonna love this, okay? There we go. There we go. It's perfect. Big brain. Big brain on chat. Let's go. Okay, we got some kids. They got those everywhere though, so that doesn't really tell us anything. Okay. Realty company for rent. That doesn't really tell. They got rent everywhere too. Unfortunately, they got rent everywhere. Kids for rent. Who wants some kids?
Turns out Shumi's vacation was actually just being temporarily transposed into a code bug.
Wait, she's on vacation? Oh my god, dude, I've been such a bad friend. I need to keep up better. San Fran, maybe? Okay, for a second I thought you were guessing where Shumi was on vacation to, and I was like, don't guess that! But yeah, no, okay. Yeah, this, I guess it could be San Fran. I don't know. I feel like San Fran looks more expensive and fancy, but I've only been there a couple of times. Really giving Florida to you. I don't know. This is like on a slope. It doesn't really look like things are sinking into the ground enough. Every car is a truck. Must be Texas. That could be in Florida too, if you're in the right part. LA? Florida or Texas? Getting Hawaii vibes. QQ! Thank you so much for the sub. Welcome! Feels like you've been here at GTA? Okay, I feel more California than Florida. Let's see if I'm wrong. But that's what I feel. That's what my vibes are telling me. I'm gonna guess down here. It was Hawaii! Whoever said Hawaii, please come collect your prize. You're a very, very smart bug, and I care endlessly about you. I should have listened. Ooh. I wonder where we are. Guys, look at the architecture. Look at the particular kind of sadness. Look at the everything. Could it be the upper half of France? I wonder. Oh my god! It was just barely at the midpoint of France. Wow. Lakeshore Drive? That could be anywhere in the United States. We got a lot of lakes around here. Quite flat. Could be the Midwest. Looks south. Too south to be the Midwest. What's flat in the south, but also kind of nice? There's a logo on the street sign. Where? Where? Oh! I can't make it out, though. Can anybody else make it out? Roof is very steeped. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how steeped the roofs are, considering that, like, we're definitely pretty far south. I mean, look at this tree right here. This thing would die up north. Florida pine trees. Yeah, okay. I'd believe Florida. And Florida is extremely flat and in the south. Not bad at all. Good shout, May. We playing some GeoGuessr? Yeah, it's been a minute, huh, Bondorian? A minute and a half. Hey, May? Hey, May, can you do something about that, please? Thank you. Okay. Listen, okay, we're gonna think through this. We're gonna think all the way through this. This looks freaking real Mediterranean to me. We got, I mean, it's Mediterranean. Beyond that, I am not sure. Does look more Western than Eastern? You like to call this game Dox Maxing Simulator? Listen, we're very careful here. We give frequent reminders not to dox yourselves. Please don't dox yourselves, okay? Okay, chat? Very good, thank you. No! This is the thing about the Mediterranean. This is the thing, you guys. It'll get you every time. It'll lure you into a false sense of security, but they build the same houses here and here. Sometimes even here. And they don't tell you. You live in that dumpster? No way! Oh my god. My god. I'm so glad. Maybe the next time you could give us a dumpster tour. So it was Greece? Yeah. Okay. We can't rely on our boy the sun to save us. We have no shadows to go off of. What the frick is this? This is so Bolivia? Dude, is this like a feature of Bolivia? I've never seen anything like that. If anything, this thing almost looks like South African to me. Nothing else does, to be clear. This is not South Africa, but like, I have not seen like a mountain like this. Like, look, they all have flat tops. It's super weird. Could be Kyoto. Thank you. Very helpful. Yeah, super, super weird. Fresh asphalt? Could be Australia? I don't know. I mean, there is some volcanic activity. Definitely not US, driving on the left. No one thought this was the US. No one was looking at this like the US. We're just kind of gonna toss like a somewhere kind of nowhere. Well, that's what you get. That's what we all get. It was Mexico. That probably would have been my next bet. Somewhere nowhere here or somewhere nowhere here. I probably would have guessed more in here, but you know. If we could have seen the sun, we could have been saved, but alas, there wasn't much we could do there. Didn't know there were mountains there. Yeah, Mexico has basically every kind of terrain. Every kind. It's got flat deserts, it's got sandy beaches, it's got forests, it's got mountains, it's got everything. Mexico's got like literally every kind of terrain. Well, it's heinous, but you know, what can you do? I'm not saying that Chile is nowhere. I'm just saying that you can be nowhere in Chile, right? Okay. Hear me out, right? Chile has some places in it that are absolutely not nowhere. It also has some places in it that are kind of freaking nowhere, right? Right? A little bit nowhere, right? This place is called El Tránsito. They know, right? Could be nowhere anywhere? Absolutely not. It could not have been nowhere anywhere. It could have been nowhere in about 2 places. Oh, yeah, that's what you're saying, is everywhere has middle of nowheres. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, America, right? Big country. It's got a lot of somewheres. There's a lot of somewheres in here. There's a lot of nowhere out here, right? Okay, let's do another example. Another example so that people don't, lest people get confused. France, right? Extremely populated, extremely well mapped. France has a lot of somewheres. I'm not guessing France, by the way. I haven't even looked at the scenery. A lot of somewheres. It's also got some nowheres. A little bit of nowheres up here, right? Everywhere has some nowheres in it. You gotta know the nowheres. Anyway, let's look at where we actually are. Oh, this actually could be France. Let's look a little more carefully. Nope. Not at all. Okay. Let's find the sun first and foremost. Sun is in the south. We are in the northern hemisphere. This place is weird. This is all in English. Yeah, it's gonna be somewhere in the UK, but I don't know where. It's quite sunny and beautiful. And I honestly just don't know enough. Can you guess somewhere in Wales? Kinda? I don't know. It was Ireland, but you know what? We were in the right direction, so we'll take it. Leading Ireland with those polls. Oh, PHG. If only I'd seen in time. Welcome! Me the Amazing, welcome. Okay, gated properties. This looks pretty South America to me. I'm gonna say Argentina. I don't have a lot to back that up. Chat, am I stupid? I might be stupid. I might be really stupid. Okay, let's find the sun before I'm extremely stupid in 4K. Sun's dead. He died. Okay, let's find a single shadow. They don't exist. There are no shadows. This one has 2 shadows. There are 2. This is Colombia? Peru or Colombia? Okay, okay. No yellow plates in Argentina? I don't know all the plates, man. Also, I haven't played this game in like a year. The sun is that cloud. Amazing. Maybe Panama. I don't think so. Peru, I think, is slightly better mapped than Colombia. Which means that there's just kind of like higher odds of winding up in Peru. I'm still gonna guess Colombia, and I'm gonna be wrong. It was Colombia. Nice. We literally couldn't have been farther within Colombia. Oh, this dirt is a color. This is giving us information right here. What is that information? I don't know. I'm too stupid. What has red dirt? South America, Sub-Saharan Africa, and parts of Australia have red dirt. So we are going to be in one of those enormous and just kind of enormous areas. I could see Australia for this. I could see South Africa for this. Brazil, really? Not Australia, they drive on the right side. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Wait, are we driving? Yeah, okay. We're driving on the right. Okay, so not Australia. That narrows it down. It does look awfully touched up and polished to be so middle of nowhere. You've seen this place in a dream? No self-doxing, okay? You want to say South Africa too? I mean, it could be. People are saying Brazil. Guys, I promise you, this is not the United States. I pinky promise you, this is not the United States of America. Oh, South Africa also drives on the left. Okay, that narrows it down. We are in Brazil. Where in Brazil? I don't freaking know. I don't know, man. Where does it look like this? Where does it like in here? Does it look like this? Like in here? South? Yeah. Cause I know that like up in here it's real green. And down here this stuff is it's kind of dry a little. So yeah. Let's just drop a pin. Brazil's huge. Brazil's so freaking big. Like I've struggled to communicate to you just the sheer scale of this country. Again, Brazil should split into Brazil 1 and Brazil 2. I think that would be really helpful for me when I'm playing GeoGuessr. So if someone could have a talk with someone, that'd be awesome for me personally. I don't know. Turkey maybe? Let's see if we can find any language. Striped curbs. That's interesting. Do we see any people? Where would they have striped curbs? Yeah, jungle Brazil and not jungle Brazil. I think that would be really helpful. Striped curbs is always UAE? Okay, so the thing is, striped curbs are a huge deal over here. You're gonna see striped curbs all up and down the map over here. Over here, it usually does mean UAE, but I don't know. I am not convinced. There are a lot of places that this could be. I don't know if the striped curb thing is only there. If you guys are saying that it is, that would be really helpful. Wait, did something just happen, or? How am I doing? I'm doing great, thank you! You'll talk to the president and make sure it happens? Thank you. I'm very sorry for being silly about your country. I hope it's alright. Yo, Patrock! Thank you! Thank you very much! I am honored to be their friend. I am honored. That's Israel JK. I don't think so, no. I don't think so. It's as good a shot as any. No! Wait! Oh my god, it was? Ah! No! Ah! Have I seen Neuro play this game? Of course, of course. Oh, we're gonna eat dirt on this. Okay. This is like pretty classic American suburbs. Boring style. Is that a nose moment? Maybe. Maybe that's a nose moment. Yeah. Let's do it. I've earned this. Sitcom location. Yeah, really. Very, very USA American dream. There's quite a bit of hills. Oh man, if only we still had Lucky Dog in chat. I miss that guy. I wonder if he remembers me. It's one of the strange things about getting bigger. I think that people often talk about like, oh, people get bigger and then they forget the little people. Well, I certainly haven't done that, you know? I still have primarily the same friend group that I had back then. But oddly, when you get bigger, the little people kind of forget you. And I know it's a weird thing to whine about. I certainly have nothing to complain about. I'm very lucky. But it feels like some of the small streamer friends that you have early on, that you make when you're smaller, they kind of just sort of stop responding to you when you get bigger. And I don't really know why. It's interesting to me. And I've always wondered about it. But yeah, no, you lose some people. And you meet new people as you go. You know, it's not a catastrophe. But it is, it's interesting. I think sometimes, yeah, people are worried that they'll look like they're clout chasing, right? It's such a shame too, because the people who actually are clout chasing, they're shameless, dude. They will never be like, oh, well, I wouldn't want to look like I'm clout chasing. But the people who aren't clout chasing will be like, oh no, what if it looks like I'm clout chasing? And they'll leave, right? So the people who like are chill, they'll kind of like back off because they're worried about looking weird. It's the same thing that happens. It's the same phenomenon as like if you are the only girl in your major, for instance, hypothetically, then like normal people who you might want to be friends with, who you might even want to date, will be like, well, I'm not just gonna like go up and talk to the only girl in my class because it'll look like I'm doing it for you know, for ulterior motives, right? So like all the normal people will not talk to you, and then all of the people who do have ulterior motives, they're not deterred by that at all. They're just like, I'm on my way to be super weird, you know? And it's really sad, man. It's really sad. Anyway, it's the same phenomenon. Can you ask how I feel about the Gura thing? Oh my gosh, right? I mean, listen, obviously, I'm going to take the stupid nose off while I talk about this. Obviously, if you're an English language VTuber, Gura was a big part of this culture, of building the thing that you are inside of probably how you found out about VTubing and how you got into it. And of course it's hard. But also, one of the most beautiful things about VTubing, one of the coolest things about this as an art form, is that you can leave whenever you want. You're free to go. You know, you're not going to spend the rest of your life being asked like, excuse me, aren't you this famous person? You get to go free. You get to do whatever you want. And, I don't know whether she'll reappear or not. And I guess more than anything, I'm just excited for her because the amazing thing about this weird and beautiful industry that we're all in is that it's completely at will. And you can go and do whatever you want when you're done with it. So whatever she wants to do, I am excited for her. But yeah, of course it's sad. And I was a little sad last night, but now, this morning, I woke up and I was like, now I'm just excited for her. So that's what I'm feeling now. And I hope it sticks. Yeah. Anyway, Crankless, thank you so much for the sub. How do you guys feel? Is that how you guys feel? I don't know. I hope that's in line with what other people are feeling right now. I wish they wouldn't blur the license plates, but also that's probably bad. She'll be reborn somewhere else? I mean, maybe, but like, also she doesn't wanna? She doesn't have to, man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's clearly been just going through stuff, figuring it out for a while. And I hope this is freeing. Yeah, she's graduating. CCS is Central Connecticut State. I would believe Connecticut. I was thinking that it looked a little bit farther south and maybe more central, but if you see something for Connecticut, we're tossing a Connecticut guess because, like, it's worth it. Well, it was more south and significantly more central. Let's go. This is some balls numbers right here. Swim away, shark girl! You made us all laugh and sing. You owe us nothing. Bring forth the nose. Yeah, here, wait. Let me grab it. I gotta grab the nose real quick. I took it off to be heartfelt for a moment, but now I'm here. Now I'm back. I need to ask Dore for a nose toggle because, like, this is unacceptable. Girl, what that nose do? Whoa, this is beautiful. Where are we? Europe somewhere? Europe somewhere? This is beautiful. I want to go here. You've seen this road in a dream? Yeah, it feels dreamy, doesn't it? Look up. Blue. Blue. Oh, yeah, the French light poles. Very good. Thank you. I was wrong! It was Barcelona. But overall, that's still 3,700. I think over 3,500 I'm quite happy. So okay. I don't know where I am, and I'm in Europe. Normally that would lead me to guess France. I don't think that this looks extremely France. But we gotta follow our own rules. It was, in fact, not France, but we got 3,200, you know, not bad. This is what I love about Europe. Extreme distinction at very close distances. You can be super wrong and still get great numbers. You called it! I'm proud of you, Diablo fan. I hope I'm like you when I grow up. I hope I'm just like you when I grow up. Budapest! How could you possibly know this is Budapest? How? What? Oh, okay. I don't think so. Renault? Okay, yeah. I don't know where that is in France. You have to help me? I'm very stupid. You must help me. I'm stupid. You know, frick it. We don't gotta be this fancy. Hey, very far north in France. Is it even? Yeah, it is. It's very far north in France. Thank you. I don't know why I got a way to go for that. I feel like I really just I kind of threw that one, honestly. You guys handed that to me. We knew the name of the city, and I was just kind of too busy to like scan France for that city. Too many places to be, too many things to do. I'm an important lady, you see. Empty head, click France. That's a really good strategy, though. France is extremely well mapped. Spain? Could be. You can tell that my meds wore off like 10 minutes ago because I have no stick-to-itness. I have absolutely no can-do attitude anymore. I've got freaking nothing riding on this at this point. I'm just like, oh, could be, I don't know. Latin American for sure? Yeah, I don't know. Hey, could be. Yeah, my ADHD meds wore off, I want to say precisely 10 minutes ago. Click France for this one as well, guys. We're just gonna do an all France round. We're just gonna do a France super round. Oh my god. Okay, that was in France. This looks like an easy France to me. What do you boys think? Easy France. Easy France. I'm gonna say that this one's like near Marseille. What? Okay, yeah. Oh my god, we still broke 10K even with crazy France answers for the last two. We actually probably could have gotten a really good score on that round if I hadn't completely thrown it at the last minute. So what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to yap? Do you guys want to keep playing but I only guessed France? Do you guys want to sing some songs? What do you guys want to do? Big France, go to GeoGuessr. Just do France maps? That sounds hard. That sounds hard. Yap about France. Okay. We're gonna go to just chatting, but only France content allowed. This is gonna get difficult because I only know like one song in French. Do I know even 2 songs in French? No. Favorite France fact? I don't know anything about France. Oui, baguette. Tips about moving to French Canada. I've been there twice. The old city. Baguettes. Omelette du fromage. Yeah, obviously. Croissant. I want you to know I know how bad this French accent is. I just want you to know I know how bad it is. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to. Because I know. Croissant. I just find it really satisfying to say croissant. Sounds Cantonese. So for those of you who don't know, when I was singing in Mandarin, people were like, "Oh, she has a Cantonese accent." I don't. I super don't. I super do not have that. That I do not have. I just have a bad accent that is somehow so bad that it is wrapped around to sounding not just incompetent, but like I am speaking a completely different dialect. Yeah, the horns are amazing. Dory's incredible. She made them look robot-y. Yeah, anyway. What do we got? What do we got for Galactic Duelist? Welcome! There we go. Okay. The French certainly exist. Yeah, I know she sang one of my songs. I was so excited. I could try and sing Same Moon in French, but I'll mess it up like crazy. I'll mess it up like absolute butts is what I'll do. But I could try. I could try. Let's find it. Let's see if I even can. Okay. So we gotta go to Ellie's suggestions, Same Moon French, and then go up until we find this one, I think. Oh no, it's got the new translation now. Ah, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna mess this up like crazy, you guys. I don't remember this at all. The last time we did this was ages ago. I need to work on it. Okay. Collé au carreau, vers les astres, que quelques autos roulent sur l'asphalte. Tu es sourd avec la rue. Tu es sourd avec ce beau ciel. Allons des fenêtres. La plupart des temps, certaines allumées par une distant flamme. Ah no, it's this part. I don't know how to pronounce this word. I have no idea how to pronounce this word. Quelqu'un est debout. Pour ce soir, c'est suffisant. Que toi et moi regardons la même lune. What is that? Yeah, I wrote this song, Jesus Christ. Que toi et moi regardons la même lune. Yeah. Anyway, let's sing literally anything else. Let's sing oh my god. La Seine. That's good enough. That's French. Is banjo played with a pick? It certainly can be. Although I play oh, Le Festin. Maybe. Let's see if I can. I've never tried to play it. And I don't know the words beyond it being like French stuff and French stuff and French stuff, da da. French stuff and French stuff. That's the only bit I know. Whoa, my computer is being extremely slow all of a sudden, but at least it isn't affecting stream, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to fake that. But let's do La Seine, because I can. See if I can find the words in French. That's gonna be pretty bad. Okay. She's resplendent, so confident. La Seine, La Seine, La Seine. I realize I'm hypnotized. La Seine, La Seine, La Seine. I hear the moon singing a tune. La Seine, La Seine, La Seine. Is she divine? Is it the wine? La Seine, La Seine, La Seine. Je ne sais, ne sais pas pourquoi c'est comme ça. Laissez-moi. Je ne sais pas pourquoi c'est comme ça. I feel alive when I'm beside La Seine, La Seine, La Seine. For me too, I love a monster at Paris. From this angle, like an angel. La Seine, La Seine, La Seine. Je ne sais pas pourquoi c'est comme ça. Laissez-moi. Je ne sais pas pourquoi c'est comme ça. Laissez-moi. Yeah. So that's like the only song I know in French. So we're gonna lose. We're gonna, you know, not be able to keep that up for long. It should be. I don't have a lot of. Oh, I was gonna answer. Through the Fire and the Flames is also not in French. You can play banjo with a pick, certainly, although it is traditional to play it in one of two ways, either claw hammer or two-finger style. So, in that version, you sort of hammer down with your hand in a claw shape and hit the high drone string with your thumb. So that would sound like... Or, alternatively, three-finger style, which is, can I sing Darude Sandstorm in French? Which is, usually... Incredible, thank you. You've made the French version for us. Or alternatively, you play three-finger style. Yeah. How long has the nose been levitating there? Oh, I tried to pull it off the side, but I guess I didn't pull it far enough. Hey, listen, guys. Hey, listen. Yeah, I wish that I could do the words to La Festine. I should learn it. I should learn it because I love that song. It's so good. It's so pretty. I love La Festine. It's like one of my feel-good songs when I feel sad. Weirdly, a lot of them are in French. It turns out that a lot of songs I love are in French. I don't really know what's going on there. Yeah, I don't know. It's got a beautiful musical tradition. So anyway, let's find someone to raid, huh? Let's see who's online right now. Let's see who's streaming on twitch.tv. Okay. John is on, Issa's on. I'm doing a song with Issa really soon, and I've barely interacted with her, even though like we're doing a song together super soon. And I think that might be fun. Might be fun. Niski is my new sister. She's Durasia's newest daughter. But I don't know her at all, and I don't know her sense of humor, and so I'm a little bit nervous. So let's raid Issa, because I love her voice, and I'm so excited to do a song with her very soon. Can I raid Billie Eilish? Absolutely. Absolutely. #1 streamer on twitch.tv, Billie Eilish. Okay, Issa. Let's go raid her! Okay, I'll see you in her chat. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out and seeing the world with me. Yeah, balls raid. Honestly, let's just go with it. Like, why not at this point? What do we have to lose? Let's go! I'll see you next time. I never know what to do during this time. I just kind of like vibe while I wait for it to go through. Okay, bye everybody! I'll see you next time!
Oh my god. And everybody's freaking. New York to San Francisco. And everybody's freaking. Lagooning buses edging. And everybody's Jordan. So if you like to Jordan, get up and start to twerking. Balls are poorly designed. Yeah, why are they on the outside? Why aren't they on the inside?